Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Love Them Knives channel. LTK here. Oh, God. Custom Knife Factory. Got this knife from my buddy Wes, who lives up in upstate New York. Sent it to me saying, boy, you ain't never put your hands on a CKF knife? Well, it's about time you did. So he sent me a couple. And because I said, I love their designs. I mean, their designs are always so interesting. And I had it in my mind that these things are just wildly expensive. Because I guess when I would go online, I'd always be drawn to the more custom type designs, which are like $1,200, $1,500, $1,800, whatever. No, this is like $420. So, yeah, a little bit higher than your standard ZT knife. And then some of them are right in there, in the 200 some range, 300, 400, and up. And then they make them, then they discontinue them, then they may come back and do some different option things with some of the designs, and then they discontinue or whatever. So, you can get their production thing, you can get them then with maybe Damascus blades and a bunch of pimping that's done to them, this and that. So they kind of come in all these different iterations, but, there's people starting to really collect these, starting to, have been. And I guess I'm on the back of that bandwagon, haven't really kind of come around and joined the world on this. But I'm trying to now. I mean, he sent me some knives to put in my hand. This is the Trekoza. Yeah, and it is a big knife. 4-inch blade, 9 inches overall. So 4-inch blade, 5-inch handle. Carbon fiber, both sides. Liner lock, M390. Titanium, and carbon fiber, of course. There's your lockup. 25 to 30%. Disengages pretty well, even though they really don't give you much of a pass-through here on that liner. They really don't. So as far as that's concerned, you kind of got to dig for it to disengage, but that's okay. The action's really good on this. Bearings, of course. But the action's really good on it. It's a light knife. For a 9-inch knife, it's light. Like 4 ounces light. Pocket clip, no hot spots there. That's really stealth. Haven't tried to put that in my pocket, so I don't know, but it's pretty springy, so I would think it would not be a problem. Not be a problem. Not much hardware here. Bang, bang, that's it. It's a number 240, so they got the number on the back spacer, if that's what you want to call that. There ain't much back in the spacer. And obviously, you can undo this pivot with a screwdriver. A very thin one. Here's your stop pin up here, blade stop. Your flipper tab's got some jimping on it, kind of laid back like this, which is kind of nice. This, flips really well. Well, we can fail it, but barely. I mean, it's hard to fail. So actually the detent is probably about 6.5. I mean, you can gravity flip it. It's not real easy to gravity flip. And that's probably because it's so light. It's really strange. Comes in this pouch from CKF, and really, what have I got jammed in here? Oh, God. Sorry about that, Wes. I ran over your plastic here. Oh, then I threw everything else on the floor. So let me pick that stuff up. Here we go. Got a card. And Alexei Konyagan is designer name. This is off at Blade HQ, but his middle, what's his street name, Ratatouille or whatever. But in any case, big knife, 420 in stock at this at this airing, so it's one you could still buy. A lot of these, they come out and they get discontinued. This came out with polycarbonate type clear scales, and then they made the carbon fiber ones that you could buy, and you can buy them on Blade HQ too, $65. So you get that. I mean, they originally came out with these clear, transparent scales, okay? So what was from Russia with knives, and I'll give you the link to their site here. That's where my buddy gets all his CKF knives. They give you a polishing cloth. They give you a zipper pouch. So it's a big mess here on the table. But in any case, yes, this is a huge improvement over to those clear scales. You know, and you could, it was kind of interesting, I guess, with the clear scales. And I think they thought it was kind of trick because, you know, if you look inside here, the frame is really highly skeletonized. So you could look straight through there, through the holes, at the blade, or if the blade was open, you're looking down through these holes and out the other side. I mean, you could probably see your hand under here because this is clear, and there are big cutout holes all over here in the frame. You look straight on through. So, yes, and it makes it lighter. Yes, it does. So with the carbon fiber, it's 4 ounces, okay? I don't know what these scales are pretty damn light too, so it'd probably be just as light, if not lighter. 114 grams. So that's a very light knife for a 9-inch knife, okay? I don't know if you got the rest of the pause and read here if you want to look at it. Cutting edge, not quite 4 inches, 3.875, sheep's foot, hollow grind, satin, you know, 5-inch handle, of course, polymer, which was those clear scales. Otherwise, it's titanium right-hand tip up only. A manual knife. Big knife. Big knife. It's a frame lock. Well, I mean, I call it a liner lock, I guess, you know. Does that look like a liner to you? I mean, you know, you can argue that because the scales are so much of kind of a, just something to lay over the frame that maybe you could call that a frame lock. I mean, however you want to do that. You see what it is. Okay, M390, blah, 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 blah. Lightweight, yes it is. And those scales, I don't think they were that popular, actually. And I think that's why the carbon fiber ones came out as an option, and they look stunning. And you know what the deal is you could talk about frame lock knives all you want, but you know, it's really kind of nice to have this as nice as the presentation side, as far as I'm concerned. It is really nice to have that kind of continual, seamless look on both sides. Okay? Very elegant design, but it feels so light, but it's so damn big. Okay? I mean, first of all, you got, well, that's 0.156, so that's 4mm blade stock right there. Yeah. And then overall thickness on this deal, these handles, do they look that fat to you? Check this out. 15.4 millimeters, 15.5, 0.61 of an inch. I mean, that's pretty fat. I mean, look at the Mannix. I think this is like 0.48 or something. This is 0.6. All of a sudden, this knife starts looking really big. It's really strange because it doesn't feel that big in the hand. It feels very light. 4 inches, yeah. A little over 100mm length on the blade. Let's get past here. 9 inches overall, about 23 centimeters, not quite, overall length. So, like that blade grind, you know, it's always about the design. It really is with these CKF knives. They're not really there to try and make some big rough, tough backwoods user type thing. They're really concerned about the lines, the innovative designs. And that's a nice grind on that blade. I guess I'm not going to do any cutting with this since it's kind of on loan and it's his collection type thing, so we'll leave that alone. But yeah, I think it's got a good factor or user edge on it. Nothing overly impressive. Flipper tab's interesting. Look at how short that is. I wish more knives would kind of do what this Trekoza is doing. I mean, it flips really well. It'll gravity flip as well, too. So it's about a 6.5 on the detent scale, on my detent scale. But, that's a really small flipper tab, but it works so well. And it kind of stays out of the way of the design, doesn't it? I really like this knife. This is one of my favorite. I mean, he sent me 3 knives, and I'd say this is my favorite design of the 3 he sent me. And so look at my upcoming reviews, because I'm going to have the other 2 I'm going to post as well, because they're all interesting. And, they come and they go. And I will put the links to From Russia with Knives, the CKF site, and you might want to be aware that on the From Russia with Knives, I believe they have a garage sale section where they sometimes put knives up on a special discount. So he's grabbed a couple from that, my buddy that sent me these knives, and he says, yeah, keep your eye on that. So, you can always look at that and the secondary market, see if you can grab some deals even off of eBay here and there when somebody may be run out of money and desperate to sell. It's always possible. But yeah, I mean, the action on this with the bearings, it's really easy to flip. It's crazy light for the size. It's really strange. But you don't have a big profile here. Okay, you don't have much of a profile here. Let me just real quick, we can do this. Right, 1 1/4 inch. Or is that 12.8 millimeters? No, that's 32.5 millimeters. That's 0.125. So it's 1 1/4 inch. So yeah, that's not much. Won't take up a lot of real estate in your pocket. That pocket clip, no hot spots, and yeah, very springy, so that's not a problem there either. They got it locked down there, don't they? That ain't gonna move on you. But the design is really cool. No lanyard hole. Don't put your lanyard through that. Oh, hey, open it up. Put your lanyard on, and then take your lanyard off. Just like that. Never mind. I was just being stupid. But in any case, yeah. No lanyard hole. Don't think you need one. Big knife, though. Not really a deep carry. You got that much still showing on your pocket. But it's not real high carry either. So it's reasonable. And of course, perfectly centered. No blade play, no lock rock. I mean, nothing there. Nothing there. Lock up about 25%. Good solid, good play with the action swinging out here. Whew, man, that's nice. Just feels so strangely light. For as big a knife as it is, it's really deceiving. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I'm taking enough of your time. I'm starting to get complaints about rambling too long, so I'll try not to ramble so long. Here we go. I'm saying I'm always running my mouth. I always got something to say, so apparently I'm not just sitting around here burning time for nothing. I mean, I'm not just like doing one of these for 20 minutes. So, I mean, obviously I'm talking about the knife and we're going over it. But one last look. Very open design. Skeletonized all to hell. Beautiful carbon fiber scales. I like the blade grind. Nicely done. Very, very beautiful. Very well done on the blade grind. Whew, very open. Nice, big, like big. Thank you for joining me. You know what we do. Oh, and follow me on Instagram if you'd like. I am on Instagram. So, hey, do that. I've got the link to my Instagram down in the description box. There's that little arrow. I mean, when I first started watching YouTube, it's like, how do I find the description box? Little arrow down below here. Click on the arrow. It drops down. It gives you all that information. My email address, Instagram, and links to these sites and stuff like that. So take care. Appreciate it. You know what we do? Yes, we do. We love them knives, so stay sharp.